A shocking number of people making good money are still broke, not struggling, not unemployed, actually earning well. Yet one bad bill can destroy everything. Almost half of people cannot even handle a surprise $1,000 expense. And yes, that includes people making six figures. So let me ask you something. If more money fixes money problems, why are high earners still stressed about money? Because staying broke is rarely an income problem. It is usually a behavior problem. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Some people quietly build wealth on average salaries, while others make more than enough and still feel trapped. The difference? Small habits most people ignore. In this video, I am breaking down 5 things multimillionaires do differently that 99% of people never take seriously. One of them takes less than 10 minutes to fix, but could quietly cost you tens of thousands of dollars if you ignore it. And another mistake feels harmless, even though it slowly drains your future every single month. Before we get into investing or making more money though, you need to fix the problem hiding in plain sight. Because most people are losing money without even realizing it. Rich people know exactly where their money goes. Here is a scary question. Right now, could you tell me exactly where your money went last month? Not roughly, exactly. Most people cannot. Money comes in, bills get paid, random purchases happen, then suddenly it is the end of the month and somehow everything disappeared. That is not bad luck. That is lack of awareness. This is where wealthy people act differently. They face their numbers, because you cannot fix what you refuse to look at. Funny enough, experts even have a name for this behavior, the ostrich effect. People avoid checking finances because they are scared of what they might see, so instead of looking, they ignore it. But avoidance is expensive. People who never check spending usually spend way more on things they do not even care about, especially around payday. And there is one silent money leak almost everyone ignores. Subscriptions, that streaming app, that gym membership, that free trial you forgot existed. Most people think they spend way less than they actually do, which sounds harmless, until you realize small leaks quietly become thousands every year. So here's your first fix. Track your money, even if it is ugly, even if it hurts, because awareness is step 1. But here is the problem. Sometimes people know exactly where money goes and still spend it anyway. That is where things get dangerous. Your spending problem is emotional, not financial. Most people think overspending happens because someone is bad with money. That is rarely true. Usually, it is emotional. You have a stressful week. Something goes wrong. You feel lonely, bored, frustrated, or exhausted. And suddenly buying something feels like the solution. A new gadget, expensive food, late-night online shopping, random Amazon order. For a few minutes, it feels amazing. Then reality shows up. The excitement disappears. But the money is still gone. That is the trap. Emotional spending does not feel dangerous because it feels good in the moment. And wealthy people understand something most people ignore. Every purchase has an emotion attached to it, which means if you want to stop bad spending, you have to slow yourself down. Here is a simple millionaire checklist before buying anything. Number 1, do I actually need this? Number 2, does this move me closer to my goals? Number 3, will I still care about this next month? If one answer feels shaky, pause. Wait 24 hours. Because sometimes the thing you wanted badly today becomes irrelevant tomorrow. But emotional spending is not even the hardest one to control. The next trap is worse because it feels normal. And almost everybody falls into it. Your friends can quietly keep you broke. Nobody talks about this. Sometimes you are not spending money for yourself. You are spending money to belong. Dinner plans, weekend trips, expensive birthdays, quick hangouts that somehow cost way too much. And the scary part? It feels harmless because everybody else is doing it. This is called social spending. People spend thousands every year just trying to keep up. Not because they want to, because they feel pressure. Nobody wants to be the person saying, I can't afford that, so people swipe the card anyway. And slowly, debt grows, savings disappear, stress rises. Wealthy people handle this differently. They stop pretending. They get honest. Sometimes, the smartest financial move is saying, that sounds fun, but I'm skipping this one. Real friends respect that. Fake ones pressure you. And that one sentence could save you thousands every year. Now, maybe you are thinking, fine, I'll stop wasting money on small stuff. Good, but small spending is not what destroys most people. The real damage usually comes from one giant mistake. One big purchase can destroy years of progress. Here is something most people never realize. You can save money perfectly for months, skip takeout, cancel subscriptions, stop impulse buying, and still lose financially because of one terrible big purchase. That purchase, usually a car or a house, because small spending hurts slowly. Big payments hurt every single month. This is where people get trapped. They walk into a dealership and think, if I can afford the monthly payment, I can afford the car. Wrong. That sentence quietly destroys wealth because dealers do not sell you a car, they sell you a payment. Stretch the loan longer. Lower the monthly cost. Suddenly something expensive feels affordable. But affordable monthly does not mean affordable long term. Before you know it, you are paying for a car for 6, 7, even 8 years. And the craziest part? Many people finish paying off one car, then immediately trap themselves in another loan. Millionaires think differently. They buy below their means, not above them. A simple rule wealthy people follow? Keep transportation costs low enough that they never control your life. Same thing with housing. Banks will gladly approve you for way more house than you should buy because approval does not mean affordability. And becoming house poor is one of the fastest ways to feel broke on a high income. Think about it. What sounds smarter? Living in the biggest house possible or owning a smaller place while quietly building investments in the background? The second option wins long term, every single time. But even smart spending is useless if your money system is broken. And this next habit separates organized people from people constantly struggling. Multimillionaires pay themselves first. Most people say backwards. Money comes in, bills happen, fun spending happens. Then whatever survives goes into savings. Problem is, nothing survives. This is exactly why so many people feel stuck. Because saving becomes an afterthought. Millionaires flip the process. The moment money arrives, savings happen first. Investments happen first. Investments happen first. Future goals happen first. Then they spend what is left. And here is the secret. They automate it. Because discipline fades. Systems do not. The easiest way to save more money? Make the decision once. Set automatic transfers. Let the system work without emotions. You cannot spend money you never see. Which sounds simple, but this one habit quietly changes everything. Still, there is one mistake that frustrates me the most, because fixing it takes less than 10 minutes. Yet millions of people still ignore it every single year. Millionaires never ignore free money. This one honestly makes no sense. Imagine someone walked up to you and said, "Hey, if you give me $100, I'll instantly turn it into $200. You would do it, no hesitation. Yet millions of people say no to this exact deal every year, and they do not even realize it. Here is what I mean. A lot of jobs offer retirement matching. Basically, if you invest part of your paycheck, your employer adds extra money on top. Free money. Instant growth. No risk. No complicated investing strategy. Just extra cash for doing something you should already be doing. But here's the crazy part. So many people never set it up, or they contribute too little and miss the full match. That means every year, they quietly leave thousands of dollars behind. Money that could have grown for decades. Think about that. You work hard all year, then accidentally walk away from money that literally belongs to you. Wealthy people do not make this mistake. They take advantage of every system available. Because building wealth is not only about earning more, it is about keeping more and making smarter moves. And if you do not have access to something like this, the lesson still matters. Look for accounts, tools, or opportunities in your country that help money grow faster or reduce taxes. Small advantages become huge over time. Now, after hearing all this, you might feel overwhelmed, like you are already too far behind. You are not. Here is the truth. Multimillionaires are not winning because they know secret tricks. Most are simply doing ordinary things better than everybody else. They know where money goes. They control emotional spending. They stop trying to impress people. They avoid giant financial mistakes. They automate saving. And they never ignore free money. Simple habits, big results. Because wealth is rarely built through one massive moment. It is built through small, smart choices, repeated for years. And the best part, you do not need to be rich to start. You just need to start. So let me ask you this. Which one of these habits do you think is secretly keeping most people broke?